Hi guides, and welcome to this evening's activity called Twist That Dish. It's a UMA activity from the Pink Skills for My Future theme award, and it's a challenge for you to come up with your own ideas for making a homemade dip. Now I'm sure all of you, when you've been at parties or festival celebrations, things like that, they've been some what we call crudités or chopped raw vegetables such as carrots and things out on the table and crisps, and there's probably been a pot of dips that you've bought from the shop. So what we'd like you to do, and you're only allowed to use 3 ingredients for this activity, is to make your own dip. It could be sweet, you could use chocolate, melted chocolate, things like that, or savoury. It could be spicy if you like spicy flavours. So I'm just going to demonstrate a quick dip using cupboard ingredients that I've already got. Obviously, with lockdown at the moment, you perhaps might want to just use store cupboard ingredients. So it's up to you what you want to do. And then later on in the Zoom meeting, we're going to share all the dips that we've made. How did they work? Did they taste nice? And how do they compare to the shop bought ones you've had in the past? So my 3 ingredients that I've decided to use are cream cheese, Greek yogurt, obviously it's unflavoured, there's no sweeteners or flavourings or anything in, and some spring onions, some people call these scallions. So I sat down and thought about the ideas that I wanted to do, so you might want to sit down and write them up before you start actually making your mixture together. And I've taken the spring onions, I've already cut one up, I've washed it, and then I've cut it up into small slices and put it in my bowl. See, before I started, I washed my hands thoroughly for 20 seconds, and if I had long hair, I'd tie that back. Also, you could wear an apron to protect yourself as well. So I've estimated roughly what I want to do, so I've put a spoonful of cream cheese, a spoonful of yogurt in here, and I've put some of the spring onions in. And I'm just going to chop. I'll just show you here my spring onion quickly. Remember always to keep your fingers away from the knife and just cut downwards so you don't cut your fingers. Okay, so I'm going to put some more of those into my bowl. Okay, that's my bowl and my dip. Add a little bit of salt. Always add a little bit at a time. A bit of pepper, because once you've put it in, you can't take it out. Now, if you're going to do something with cream cheese, always mix it carefully, because the cream cheese can go very watery if you're not careful. So I think that looks okay. That's well mixed in. I'll put a little bit more pepper in. And then using a clean spoon, I'll just take a bit of that out and test it. I still do a bit more salt. So when you're making your dip, you will have to keep tasting and adjusting. And every time you taste and adjust, remember to use a clean spoon to taste it with, because if you're going to share this with anybody else, they're not going to want your germs in your dip. Okay, so that's my cream cheese and chive and yogurt dip that I've made. And the sort of thing you'll probably dip in that, I've just cut up some pieces of radish, some little batons of carrot, and I've got some cucumber in there. So that's my take on Twist That Dish. So you've got a choice of 3 ingredients, and you are allowed to use salt and pepper and sugar as an extra to put in there to flavour it to your requirements. So we look forward to finding out what you've decided to make for your dip later on, and hopefully they'll all taste really yummy. Good luck with this one. It's certainly a tasty activity to try.